Morning traders, this is Chapter 247. I train traders how to trade in harmony with the market. This video is a progression from the short video I did yesterday regarding trading validation because we actually wanted to take a trade, but I will do a quick analysis of this video. Okay, and the CADJPY, we saw the trend. If I go back to 1 hour chart, this break on the I think the 6th of October Monday, we opened on 5th with a gap, price rallied, came back, gave us a higher low. This is a reversal, okay, because this is a lower low. Price started from a lower low, broke the previous trend changing pattern high. They gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This 5 is showing failure sign. The 3 to 4 has given us a trend changing pattern. And if you're wondering what does that mean, you need to watch some of my videos. I've done so many videos regarding what a trend changing pattern is, because this is the information phase. It tells us what to be expecting around here. Okay, so that is the bigger picture. Let's go to 5 minutes chart. The same thing happens here. We had the breakup from Thursday. Okay, we were buying this yesterday because on Monday I closed the trade. On Friday we had a move, then we saw another trend changing pattern yesterday. You cannot miss this because that is an information phase. It now tells us that the trend is changing, we can sell, but because this is a strong rally, they will manipulate the high either once or twice or 3 times, sorry. So this one we've seen, it's just a single breaking above the high, because there are weak sellers here. The people that took the trade initially, they will make them pay. That's a pin, which is good. Then we saw a trend. What is a trend? Series of lower lows and lower highs. That is a nice move that confirms the trend changing pattern. So after a completed wave structure, okay, we have what we call the momentum low. Let me clone this so that we can put another momentum low here. So the trend changing pattern gave us a momentum low. The confirmation of the downtrend gave us a momentum low. This is a reset. This is a discount in price. And I was saying something yesterday. I think I still have the paint here. So this is a simple strategy, okay? The gurus or the textbook will tell you there are 2 ways you can make money in the market. You either buy low or sell high. The highs they are talking about are not just your swing high, average swing high. They has to be preceded by a lower low. If it's a low, it has to be preceded by higher high. The stronger it is, the better, or the more significant the high or the low in question is going to be. So guess where the price came to. They didn't stop at 4. They actually pinned the 2, and there was no follow through. Look at that. And I explained this yesterday, so I don't need to explain it again. There's no follow through because this is the candle that traded above the 2, which is a lower high that made 1 and 2 lower lows. So we are looking for what? Simple strategy. We are looking for a last posted high. We have it. Breaks and no follow through. There's no follow through. Entry short. A close below the momentum low bar. What is a momentum low bar? This second candle here is a momentum low bar. This first red candle, let's make it big so you can see. The first red candle here is a structural bar. It's the higher lower low bar followed by a lower low bar below it. That is a sell point. Then we have to wait for the close. Okay, always wait for the close. What I'm sharing here, if you can do it, you don't need any other strategy. but of course I know not everybody will be able to actually do this. But it is this here, we're going to take a sell if the price close this 5-minute bar. We need to see a close below here, then we can use this high as a stop loss, or actually use the momentum high here, because now that is a more technical stop, because it is part of the major ongoing trend change. Okay, so we have 3 minutes before the end of that candle. It doesn't mean this candle will close directly below, but as soon as we have a close below this sell line without closing above this high, this one that broke the two wave structure high, we will take a shot. There we go. The price closed below the momentum low bar. That is a sell. Confirmed. We have a sell on this candle. Okay, so we place our stop loss, just following the simple strategy. Stop loss has to be plus spread 1.9. I'll just put it there. Okay, where should we target for this trade? The if we are going to use a simple method, which we can use the Fibonacci key ratio from high to low. I need to change the color. All right, so price traded, the correction came to the sun 6.4, which automatically gives you a clear blue to blue. So we are going to place our targets here. Okay, so you're risking 8.6 pips to gain 26 pips. Okay, let's see how this thing is going to play out. Okay, what's going on? We have a little bit of slow price action around here. This is where the fundamental truth comes in. Okay, you have to say to yourself, I've taken the trade, but anything can happen in the market. Because the last trade I took was a winner or a loser, doesn't mean this is going to be the same. 3, your edge, which is a methodology, a simple entry or analysis that we've done, okay, that helps us to get into a high probability trade, is just an indication of a higher probability of one thing happening over another. In this case, we have a higher probability based on our methodology that this thing is going to come down. Okay. 4, there will be a random distribution between winning and losing trades. That means I can win 2 in a row, or 3 in a row, or 4 in a row, but there will be a time when the trade that I took is going to be a loser. Okay, then we go to the 5th one. I do not have to know what will happen next. Like I just said now, there's a little bit of pause here. We don't have that knowledge. If taking the trade, the market will do what it would do. Okay, in order to make money in trading, or in order to have a winning trade. So that basically is the way you think when you are trading. You have to have all those probabilistic belief system embedded into your psyche, basically, that you are doing the right thing. And that is the difference between a winning trader and a losing trader. You must be able to to apply everything you've learned in terms of the technical aspect of trading. That, okay, I know I can trade, I know I can analyze the market, but that is not enough. You need to think like a trader. That's what we call trader's mindset, and I've just shared that with you guys. Okay, thinking and controlling the way you react. Okay, some people will tell you trade without emotion. There's no way you can do that. Okay, but there's a way you can learn a psychology edge, how to think properly under uncertainty, because the environment that we are in is an environment of uncertainty. There's nothing 100% certain in trading. And when you can accept that, you will be a trader. Okay, enough of my preaching. Let's see what is going to happen again. I'm going to pause now. I'm going to go for a walk. Okay, the New York session has opened. This time now is 1:04. This is where price makes you wait, because we had a sideways pattern, even a tiny break here. How do you react to something like this? These are the areas where people bail out of trades because they think, oh, it's going up, it's going up, it's going to take me out. Then you close it at 1p. But this is your invalidation points there. As long as this price did not come above here, you stay in the trade unless you have an opposite signal, because the principle, another rule that we trade by, is what gets you in gets you out. So if we have a similar scenario that gets us into this trade, then maybe you can close it. Otherwise, you stay with the trade and make your money. The time is not in your control, like I shared earlier about thinking like a trader. Your job has been done. You've placed the trade, you've set your stop loss. That means you've accepted the risk. Then let the people that can make you money do their work. Because if you close the trade before the price makes you money, you will regret it, because you start blaming yourself. And that's how people develop all these negative feelings about, oh, this strategy is not working, I'm going to go to the next one. And you keep jumping from one methodology to another. It's because you have not been trained on how to be consistent in the way you think about trading. Okay, so I just need to add that into this video. We are still waiting. This thing is going on. I'm going to pause here again just to save us some time. Okay, price is breaking the momentum low. We can remove the Fibonacci now. You can see the next level is the target. And this is when you say to yourself, well done for holding on to this trade. The noise here, oops, what am I doing? So the target is, let's see the target hit, then I can wrap this trade up. Basically, we are at the target now. This T1 here that we used is actually the banks, the algorithms. That's what they use to take profit. So we watch this carefully. you can close the trade now, okay, because that's less than 1 pips to the target. But for the sake of this video, I'll wait for this candle to close. Okay, we've got 3 minutes 20 seconds. Boom, you see, profit order executed on the Canadian dollar Japanese yen. That is your successful trade. What we've done here, let me just recap quickly. We waited for the break of the last posted high, which is this one here. We had a failure to follow through. The buyers pushed the price from the 5 all the way there as a discount to the downtrend that is about to start. That's a confirmation. I don't need to go back into the analysis of the trade. Then we took the entry flawlessly the way we like to take it, as the methodology suggests. So we short the trade at the close below the momentum low bar, which is this one here that has the arrow on it. Then as soon as the close below it, we took a trade, set our stop loss 8 pips, 8.6 pips above this high. Then we targeted there, and that is a successful trade. There you go, my friends. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. My name is Segun Chat 247. On to the next video. Stay blessed, stay disciplined, follow your rules and methodology. And I hope to catch you in the next video. Take care.